Welcome back, everybody, to Beyond the DJ Booth podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, Brian B. And this
is Joe Bunn, listening to a guy outside blowing leaves. So if you hear that, well, you know it's authentic.
You know it's real.
This isn't AI.
Yeah. So we got a bucket in the middle here. Not a bucket challenge. Don't worry. We're not going to get you all iced up. But I saw this online. I thought this is going to be a good one because you just talked about at the last episode how you're so good at songs and you're a DJ. I got you 2 drumsticks so you can feel like a drummer. But this is what I'm calling the Whitney Houston drum challenge. So the song is I Will Always Love You.
This is the hardest.
And we're going to see if you can actually pull this off hitting the drum on the right beat.
I have seen people trying this. I think it is incredibly difficult to do.
So we might have to put the mic a little bit closer to turn it so I can pick it up. But we're going to see if you can actually nail this.
There's no way, dude. I've seen people try this. I mean, I'm going to put the mic more in the middle right here.
All right.
You
ready? Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, you might have to start it again.
Oh, yeah. Run it back to the top. Or run it back to the part where she goes. One more time. Hold on. I'm sorry. In 3, 2, 1. It was close.
It was close.
Can I get it one more time?
Yeah. We'll give you 3. I'll give you 3 tries.
Okay. The fucking guy out there blowing leaves is throwing off my timing. I'm one of the best drummers in the country. Okay.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
In 3, 2, 1. It's like one. It's either
You're
one.
like, boom, wow.
Yeah, right. Okay. I'd like one more try.
Right.
0 for 2.
Ooh, that was close.
That was pretty close. That was pretty
Shit,
close.
I'm gonna stop on that.
That might actually have been
That might track. Put that one on tape, bro. Holy shit. I've been wanting to do that forever. Clip this. Opus Clips. Whoever clips our reel, clip that shit. Woo, that was
good.
fun.
You got to do that for your, that needs to be a Bun DJ Co training.
Ironically, you said that. Where were we? We were going to do it at the last training.
Okay.
And the guy forgot to bring he had a little drum pad.
Oh, okay.
And we were just going to make a reel doing it.
Yeah. Well, you can use that.
High
That's
five.
yours.
Great idea.
That's all yours.
Clip that shit.
My gift, once again, to the podcast. Goes into the closet of things that...
Oh, my God. Dude, I cleaned out my attic the other day. The amount of costumes that I bought for Crate Hackers ads, DJ's Vault. I mean, you can't even imagine. Soldier, 1960s, 70s, 80s full tracksuit, Santa, the Joker. There are 3 of those giant bins full. Wigs, masks,
so you're
sunglasses.
set for...
Oh, anything you want to be for Halloween this year, just come by and grab it. I got you. Do not go to Spirit. Come to Joe Bunn's attic discount fucking bargain Halloween store.
So good.
Oh, geez.
Let's move to our next segment.
What is the next segment?
I think we got a little something for it.
Hit the stinger. Woo! Shout out Saquon for the stinger.
Yes, wow.
Yeah.
What we got?
Today, sorry, I dropped my drumsticks. Today, the satchel of all satchels, the Grip and Gaff. gripandgaff.com. You think they're on Amazon as well?
They are. Explain this for people who are not seeing this that are listening.
So, great idea since we're recording a podcast. The bag is about 3 feet. And the circle is probably about 2 feet or 18 inches.
It reminds me, if you're a baseball player, of like a bat bag.
A bat bag. Oh, shit. Look at that spider that just crawled out of that muff. Oh, shit. Holy shit, bro. It's big as hell. Oh, He's dead now. Oh my God. Sorry. Anyway. Oh, Jesus, man. Sorry. I hate spiders.
This has been used recently.
I use it every weekend. I think he's just been chilling. I shook
Yeah,
it.
he must have been.
We use this every weekend. So this bag hangs off one of the handles on your rock and roller cart.
Can it only be used with the rock and roller?
No. I think I looked on their site earlier today, and there are different versions for different kinds of carts.
Oh, okay. So they're custom.
It just goes over the handle, and then the beauty of it is the bottom is
Careful with
actually
your hand,
almost
man.
looks like a bucket lid. I know, right? Oh, it's Velcroed in there. But the bottom of the thing has a hard plastic insert. So like when you're dropping, it's for like
Speaker
holding your
stands.
speaker stands, your both lighting 360 tubes, your stereo tubes, any of that stuff, tripods, subwoofer poles. It doesn't basically bust out the bottom. And I've had this for many, many years. Again, Saquon and I use it almost every weekend, and it still looks like this, like new.
Do you make one bag specific for the tubes, another one? So
No, I just try and put as much as I can in it, and then clip the clips
Yeah.
so they're not flopping all around. And then I roll out with it.
Got it.
Yeah, it's great. Gripandgaff.com, or I will put the Amazon link under the YouTube.
Any
video.
idea pricing what we're looking
Damn
at?
it, man! I forgot to look at that. Saquon, will you check that? Grip and Gaff, not and Gaff, but Grip and then the letter N Gaff.com, and just shout it out.
And you
for
just
me.
have one bag.
I do just have one, but I mean, technically, yeah, you could put one on each end of the cart. It would be a little bit hard to push it or pull it at that point. But man, I use it all the time. Honestly, we've also just dropped stuff that wasn't, like a tube in there, just extra stuff that just would have been rolling off the top of the cart. We'll just throw it in here, you know.
What's some examples?
Extra cables.
Got it.
I've thrown, like my polo or whatever that I didn't want to leave behind. You know what I mean? Just after I've changed, I'll throw some stuff. My shoes, like if I swap shoes or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it just kind of is a hold off or anything when you're trying to stack gear.
Totally.
And you know it's going to roll off the top.
Yeah.
I'm looking at them around $100.
Around $100.
Not
Okay.
bad.
But I mean, it is made, dude. This Cordura stuff is super durable.
I've never seen them at the shows either.
I
Have you?
haven't either. No,
I'm so shocked that they wouldn't. This
Dude,
can't be their only SKU.
Their target audience is grips and gaff guys in the Hollywood industry.
Got it.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
why it's called this. It
Makes
is
total
really
sense.
for filmmakers, I think.
Got it.
But man, it is
Solid.
critical. Yeah, critical
Solid.
piece of gear. Solid gear piece.
Anything else you want to talk through? It's coming up in the last little bit.
Where did you say you were going this weekend? Oh no, you're
I'm
off
off.
this weekend, right?
I
right.
start back up on the 31st. So
You've had a little break, but you did do something.
I
in
did
here.
2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, Friday and a Sunday wedding.
Yeah.
In the beach. I've
Yeah.
got something coming up on another episode, which will be, I'll explain a little
Okay.
bit more about them. But both of them are good. I mean, good gigs. It was hot.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah,
but
same.
people just weathered it fine and no big deal.
I'm trying to think of where we left off the last time we batched out. We talked about Sophie's wedding, the girls that I love so much. We did talk about that
I
one.
saw
at
that
the
they
beach.
maybe throwing a holiday party. If you
I
need,
saw that.
If you need a
Yeah.
little help, let me know. I'm happy to fill in if you're booked.
And then, but we didn't talk about the other because then we were off a week and then we went right back to the beach.
Okay.
We didn't talk about that one, right?
No, I don't think so.
That was you talk about hot. And it was like truly outdoors.
Did they have any kind of fans for the guests?
Nothing.
Terrible.
Why do they do that?
It was a smoker. But I will say this, man, in terms of their guests not giving one single shit about how hot it was, they did not care.
Yeah.
I mean, they went full throttle, song one.
Well, the other thing about that too is the alcohol doesn't seem to stick in you long either.
That's
like
a good
you
point.
can
You're just
drink a
sweating
lot
it
more.
out.
Yeah.
Then they could only play till 10 outside. So I had another full light and DJ setup.
Yeah, it was a
another
lot.
command center, another set of lights indoors from 10 to 11.
Were you like so excited when you walked in because there's AC?
Dude, we were, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Saquon was still outside striking
Breaking
the
down.
other gear.
Right.
So he kind of
I'm
missed
still
the
cooking.
AC. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
still
cooking.
But anyway, so it was both that party and the after party, they went hard.
I'm always curious. How do you segue between end of reception in there? Like, do you have a track in mind you're thinking of?
She had the track in mind. Grove
the
Street
first
party.
one in there?
Yep. And I
And
just
then I was in
take one
there,
in,
yeah.
and I texted him. I said, because she was like, "All right, guys." we're ending the night out here. And everybody's like, boo. And she goes, but we're moving the party inside. And they grabbed these giant heads. I think they were their dog or something. Yeah, the face car. And they just literally paraded people in.
Yeah.
And I text Saquon, I'm like, now. And he hit, it's a party, it's a party, it's a
yeah.
party.
It was actually
and then I
pretty
just
good,
kind of ran right behind the crowd, jumped behind the decks, and just went in. And that whole segment of music was more like those songs.
Yeah.
75 to like 95 BPM, 2000s era hip hop.
What did you do differently lighting wise? One was
my normal, and then this was all that stuff I got sent from Blizzard recently.
okay. Up lights?
Completely.
Or
No,
movers?
I only did a couple of up lights. No movers. They were these giant, like they're called Infinipix Spectro. Their names are crazy, but they look like these giant kind of cubes on like a stand on each side of me, and then these kind of LED tubes on those gravity stands or those Pro X stands.
Yeah.
Just two up lights kind of beside the fireplace. I was set up in front of a fireplace, obviously not on. And then these two little look like spheres. They call them the hemispheres that were just sitting on top of the command center.
Okay.
But a complete Blizzard lighting setup.
What do you do? What do you need to take from the reception stuff indoors? Are you taking your
Zero.
laptop? You're using a backup
No,
laptop.
I use the backup laptop. Not
What
one
about
thing.
your in-ears?
I
Are
used headphones.
you inside?
Yep.
So literally you're just walking
I
out.
literally walked in and he hit play on the first song, and then I just played from there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I think the only thing we took in there was the 360 or something.
Okay.
That was it.
Yeah.
From outside.
Yeah.
And then and the beauty of it was he was basically packing up.
And it was within walking distance, wasn't too far?
Oh no, it was through the door, kind of through the
Yeah.
little where everybody had eaten or gotten the buffet, and then
like a
right
bar.
into that room.
So were you able to set up before the reception?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In
Thank
that
God.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had made sure, I'm like, look, if we're doing two setups,
Yeah,
now
he
that
set up that
ceremony-
one, and I set up the one.
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
because he's so used now to
Yeah.
my main setup.
Yeah.
He was like, I got this. Go
Yeah.
in there and finish that.
Yeah.
Because that was a real piece together thing. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, I kind of put it together in here just to
Right.
like really think it through. But we had the 90s outside, Evolve 50s inside.
And it all fit in your van.
We
Somehow.
were packed out. Thank God we had upgraded in January to the big boy because it was packed out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when we were loading out, we were both just like, it was a long day
Do you think that
and hot.
like I always wonder if there's diminishing returns in some of those after parties, like do you think like did it need it?
Yes.
It did need
100%.
This one.
It did because that dance set was short
Okay.
outside. It was maybe an hour and a half.
Right. So how long did you go indoors?
1 hour.
1 hour.
That was all they would give
Got
us. Yeah. So it was not too long, not too short.
Right.
It definitely needed it.
Yeah.
If I'd ended at 10, it would have been kind of disappointing
Right.
because it got a little off schedule, as all
Oh,
weddings
always do. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, it needed it.
That's
But I
awesome.
mean, I've definitely been booked at after parties. I'm like, this was not needed. Even when I went to Jan I's wedding, they were like, now it's the after party. I was like, bro, I just gave you my 100%. You know what I mean? Like, I'll come in here and hang out and eat a couple of late night snacks, but I ain't giving you any more on the dance floor. You remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that,
I just
yeah.
was like, I'm cooked.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even know there was an after party.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just not really a thing here
Yeah.
in the South.
Yeah. Do you think it will become one? Because everything kind of trickles down.
Everything is like 8 to 10 years late
Right.
here. Like the fusion thing is just starting to catch on here.
Well, and you do so much stuff outdoors, I would think, right? With the tents
Yeah.
that I would think that that noise ordinance kind of limits people to
It
how
definitely
late they
does.
can.
I think it could become a thing. I
Mm.
think it could become a silent disco thing too.
And are you
know,
charging like a crazy set?
I should have. I know her from
Right.
the Spin Studio.
Okay.
I did not quote it for the amount of work we did.
Right.
did
Well,
not
I mean, that's
quote it right.
Seems like a lot
It's
of.
2 full rigs,
Right.
and 2 full lighting kits.
Right.
Like, did not do a very good job of quoting it. I
Right.
should have though.
Yeah.
I should have.
Interesting.
Yes, and yeah, I do believe it can be a thing. I don't mind playing them.
I just
know
wonder.
you
like,
play a lot of times though where you are just the after party.
yeah.
Like you're not the
band is usually
the band
first.
is the first.
Yeah.
And then you go in there and mop the floor with them. basically.
Usually try.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, like, how does this scale with your other DJs if this ever becomes a thing? Because their cars,
Yeah.
they're not.
No, they're SUV guys.
Yeah.
It's almost like we'd need to have a second guy probably.
Yeah.
Because I have so many DJs, man, that,
Right.
you know, there's somebody that would be like, oh, yeah, man, I'll go do that after party.
Right.
You know, and then the first guy can pack up his stuff and head out.
Right. And
I
actually,
don't think it's scalable in terms of transportation and getting all the gear there for really any of my guys.
and that kind of is a sell in itself. You're getting two different DJs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody that they haven't heard for the last 4 hours
Sure.
play. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Different
And he's fresh.
personalities.
That's a good point too.
Yeah. I'd probably
Sometimes you're
send
kind
us-
of cooked if you're
I
like
know.
been outdoors for 4 hours energy wise, but you slept in the next day a little
Dude,
bit.
hell yeah. We stayed. We had we got a room at the beach.
Yeah.
And then it was right before the 4th of July, right?
Yeah,
He stayed.
You came back. I stayed.
Yeah. He stayed another day or so at the beach.
Was there, were these all Raleigh people that came out vendor wise?
That's a great question. No.
All new.
We definitely knew the videographer from the other beach wedding.
Yeah.
Oh boy, should I tell?
The light,
He
right?
cooked me. He cooked me
Oh,
on the
he
ceremony.
did cook you.
He cooked me.
I forgot about that.
Let me give you all a warning. So I mic up the officiant,
Yeah.
and luckily the groom wanted a lapel mic as well because they were reading vows to each other.
Yeah.
And everything's fine. We do a sound check, blah, blah, blah. And officiant walks out, and I'm looking at the meter, and I have that one receiver that's got 2 in 1.
Yeah.
The officiant is looking unwell. Groom is looking strong. And I'm like, what is happening? What happened? So thank God, man, anytime the officiant would kind of drop out, the grooms was catching him.
Yeah.
And again, it wasn't like it was an hour long. It was 20
Same
minutes.
frequency.
We got lucky.
No. I mean, they're on different frequencies.
I'm meaning videography.
He had stuck 3 other things in this man's jacket pocket along with my mic pack.
Oh.
Some kind of little stick recorder,
Ugh.
another wireless pack. I mean, again, in the same jacket pocket,
Yeah. Couldn't have switched it.
and then mine. Yeah,
Wow.
why?
Right.
Why would you jam all this tech in one pocket?
Yeah.
And it was just interfering with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because I went to get my mic off the officiant, and he reaches in his pocket and he hands me a handful of shit, and I look down and I'm like, and I look
What's
at
going on
Saquon and
here?
I go, I mean, you know, Saquon and I'm like, man, that wasn't great. Like, I'm pissed off, you know, kind of. It's a bad
Yeah.
start to the day, as you know.
Yeah.
Listen, nobody said anything.
Yeah.
It wasn't something I felt like I need to give a refund. Thank God the groom had on a mic. Whatever.
We thought it was us.
And I thought it was. I was like, dude, I don't know what we could have done differently there. And I'm just kind of beating myself up. And then I look down and I'm just like, and I walk over to Saquon and he's like, what is that pile of shit? And I go, that's what the videographer just jammed in this guy's
Yeah.
pocket.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Brian B. here. Yes, interrupting yet another stellar podcast episode. But don't worry, this is a value add, not just me rambling. Have you enjoyed the music finds I share on here? You know, the ones that Joe pretends he discovered first? Well, if you didn't know, I've got a Patreon where you can grab not only song lists, but also exclusive edits of mine. Yep, custom tracks that'll set you apart from every DJ still rinsing the same tired wedding set. Want fresh music suggestions every month? Go to patreon.com/DJ Brian B Official. Again, that's patreon.com/DJ Brian B Official. You'll be the DJ everyone's trying to figure out how you keep your sets so fire, and planners will start nudging their couples your way. And if that's not a hard enough sell, I don't know what is. All right, back to the episode before Joe tries to convince us that Sweet Caroline is actually a banger.
I had an officiant
He burned me.
the last ceremony. I've had flawless ceremonies recently
Yeah.
until
So had we.
this last one I did, and I tell the officiant, I said, listen, this mute is off. It is on. I will mute it on my board.
Yeah, don't touch
Do
anything.
not touch anything.
That's what I always say.
First words out of his mouth,
Yeah.
nothing. And I'm looking at and I'm like, this guy hit the mute button. So I'm like, you know, it was small enough. I'm walking up there.
Oh, you did?
I walked up there.
Yeah,
Because he's
I've
like,
done it
he's
before.
like, it's muted.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
You did it. You dick. So
I
you walk up there.
I literally walk up there. I pull it out of his pocket, hit the button, hand it back. He's like, I don't know how it did that. I go, dude, there's no way.
No, you have to take your finger
Yes.
and mute it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This ain't like it rubbed on my belt.
No.
type.
I always show it to him too. I
Yeah.
say, you see how this is green?
Yeah.
We're both in agreement. This
Yeah.
is on right now.
Do not touch it.
Yeah, I tell every officiant
Me
that.
too. You're muted at the board.
Yeah.
Don't touch anything. You got brand new batteries.
Yeah.
We're good.
I couldn't believe
He
it.
went to take a shit or something.
Did
and
something.
muted it, or
Yeah.
or was talking bad about the bride. Or
He thought, he was like, let me just make sure.
But I gave him, when he says, I don't know how that happened, I gave him the look like, come on. Like during the ceremony. Yeah. And everyone just kind of laughed. I walked back.
You're like, okay, sure you didn't, buddy. That's great, dude.
Way to cover it.
I love that you walked up there because
was it like a small wedding?
Smaller, 50 people. You know, it's not that big of a thing. But like,
what
we're
if
at
it
the
was
beach.
250?
I probably still would have.
I think I would have
Because
too,
I
bro.
felt like they couldn't hear
Because
him.
it wasn't a dropout. It was
No.
a true. Because if you look up, you can see where it's
Yes.
got the speaker with the line to
Yeah.
it. He's muted.
Yeah.
If it's that easy of a fix, I probably would have done.
But
the
the
same.
thing was, and this is on me, and maybe I didn't see it until he started talking. I wasn't looking at it.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm worried about the music. I'm doing all the
Yeah.
other things, and
I
I
am looking at that meter the entire time after I put it on him, and I don't care if he's all the way
Right.
100 yards away in that house, putting on his robe or putting on his tie or whatever.
right.
If I even see a speck of a signal, I'm like, okay, that's a good sign. Now, next thing I look over and they're starting to line up. Okay, now I got a full signal. I'm like, okay, now we're gonna be good.
Right.
And is it off mute and all? Like I'm still looking at that while I'm dealing with the music. Like it's me and Randy were talking about this last night. We trained new DJs yesterday, 3 new guys here in the office, and we were like, at the end of the day, man, this is the worst part of being a mobile DJ, and you don't have a choice. The ceremony,
Yeah.
you don't have a choice anymore.
Right.
You have now become a sound guy. If you tell couples, no, I don't really do that, you're going to lose the job.
Yes.
And because no AV company is going to do it either. Or if they do, they're going to charge $5,000 to come out and do a ceremony.
Yeah.
You have to get good at this.
Well, and
And it's stressful.
It is. And I usually do try to start it before I start playing the formalities. Like if I'm still playing Prelude and I see them lining up, the problem is they're not talking during that portion.
Correct.
So I do take it off mute just to see if I can hear crowd noise or
I do that
anything.
sometimes.
And then I mute it back real
Me
quick
too.
just to make sure.
Me too.
And I did do it for that wedding. So something happened between him walking out there
Wow.
and
He went to the bathroom or something.
did
man.
something. Yeah. So what
Was it a real officiant or like their
No, this is a real one. Which those are the ones I had the most trouble
That's
with.
correct.
Because they think they're the expert.
They think they're the expert.
And I'm like, dude, just
Bro,
leave it.
We had this dude. Yeah, man. That sometimes people just need to trust you.
Yeah.
We ran into this crew of Russian videographers a couple of months ago. Bro, this dude kind of tried to clap back at me after he had 4 different,
Same situation. You're trying to put up all these mics.
all these mics dangling out of the back of my
Yeah.
ceremony rig. All this shit, redundancy, because
Yeah.
he thought I was going to cook him.
Yeah.
He thought I didn't have good gear.
Yeah.
And I said, bro, 1 is enough. You know what I mean? He had 4
Yeah.
different rig splitters. I said, my man, we're good. He goes, that is what everyone says. And I look at Saquon and say, Saquon had to like step in and was like, listen, man, we're good at this. Like,
Yeah.
that is what everyone says. And I'm like, you motherfucker. But then I was like, who are they? Because I'd never seen them. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. These
Well,
guys
is
aren't
he
Russian
strapped?
mobsters or something. Like, now I'm like second guessing who they
Outside
are.
waiting for us.
Right, right.
Comes out of the woods.
Right, he came out of the woods, right? Jesus.
Well, we got a
Anyway.
question?
Yeah, I think we got a question.
Hey DJs, are you still showing up to gigs with a flimsy facade or worse, a banquet table? It's time for an upgrade. Bun Gear DJ booths are built for serious mobile DJs who care about presentation. Lightweight, durable, and designed for speed, our aluminum booths look pro and set up in minutes. If you want compliments and referrals before you even drop your first track, head over to bungear.com and level up your setup today.
Our boy Trago.
Trago the DJ.
What are your how do you say that word? Processes or do you know people have been saying
Processes.
lately?
Yeah. I say processes.
Me too. Who started that processes?
I don't know.
What are your processes for spring cleaning your music libraries? You go first. I feel like you might be better at this.
I mean, I
Or
don't
am I
do it
better
as
at
much as I should.
Right.
I always do it at the end of the year.
100% not doing it during
Spring
prime time.
cleaning. I maybe that's just the
Let's call
term.
it winter cleaning.
Okay. So I typically have in certain genres, hip hop, top 40, R&B. I have separate folders. but I put them by years or decades.
Oh, right.
So in other words, it'll be 2000s,
Sure.
220s,
Sure.
210s. And then I have one that's 225, literally the year.
Mm.
And I'll go through that one, and half of it I'm going to dump because I don't feel like
It trended.
that
Or
trended
did
well.
not.
There might be 10 songs in there that I might
Yeah.
carry over to now the 2020s folder.
Yep.
So I tend to go through those more often than like just like a specific big like folder of stuff that I
Yeah.
then have to like literally listen to every track and go,
Yeah.
do I still want to play this? Or maybe even I'll look in the archive sometimes and pull those. So that's once every 2 years. I'm probably not as good as I should be at like the ones that are the big, like you have like I know you use like a main dance folder, right?
I do. Yeah.
And do you go through that every year or once every couple of years, or how often are you doing that one?
Probably every year.
Once
And
a
it's-
year.
It's based off, it's about, I looked at it yesterday, actually, ironically, when we were doing that DJ training. It was 365 was the number on it. And it was called Essentials.
365.
365 songs, sorry.
Okay.
It was, and it said Essentials.
You keep it at that number? Is that on purpose?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It would need, I would keep it under 400.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would clean that, and it needs to be cleaned. Do you ever pull a Jani and just do a full
No.
crate deletion? Me neither. That's insanity.
To me, like, I know where these folders are.
Yeah.
So, like, I can't imagine coming up with new names for new folders
Right.
and
I will-
starting over.
Yeah, I can't either. I will say this. I work heavily out of a smart crate in Serato. And the parameters of it are there's only one parameter. And it has over 25 plays on it or something like that, which doesn't sound like a lot. So I could make it whatever, 50 plays or 100 plays. And that list is probably 100 songs.
Okay. The ones you play all the time.
Exactly.
So like
so
your
I
aces.
just an
Yeah.
emergency list, if you will.
Right.
Or if I knew I had to play a super short set somewhere,
Yeah.
I could just go to that and play from it and not have to do a bunch of prep.
Right.
That smart crate is kind of my goal.
So once a year, not twice.
No, probably once
Yeah.
a year.
I'm going
and it
through
would
some
definitely
of-
be in like January.
Okay. I actually went through it since I had a couple weeks off.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
been like updating it, my folders, which is rare. I usually don't do it mid-year, but I have been.
My downfall is your strength. My downfall is I don't go searching for new stuff enough. And when I say new, I don't mean like the new Playboy Cardi song.
Yeah.
I mean like a new version of Dancing Queen, a new version of Zed the Middle, a new
Mhm.
version of whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't go digging enough
Right.
for edits and redrums and things like that.
Got it.
That's my downfall. So a lot of times when I have off, I'm doing the opposite. I'm not deleting. I'm trying to add.
Right.
Because I'm the opposite of a hoarder, just
Right.
in life in general.
Right.
Like, why would I spend, my last Saturday off in a 80 to 90 degree attic cleaning it out?
Right.
Because I was purging. I'll get rid of shit
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah.
Here, I mean, you won't find one piece of gear that sits here and has dust on it.
Right.
If I don't use it, I sell it.
Right.
So I guess I'm the opposite. I'm more of a purger than a hoarder.
I am when it comes to everything but music.
But the music. Right. I
'Cause
may need that.
Well, and stuff comes back.
yeah, I
right?
agree.
So like,
I agree.
I
But
never.
you can also just go download it again.
Sometimes
Unless it's an edit
Yeah,
that you
and
got
you're
on
like,
a Sony pool
right.
that no longer has Sony edits, right?
I've been running into
Good
that.
point.
So I don't actually ever trash it. I put it in an archive folder that remains
That's
on
so
Dropbox.
smart. I got to do better
So at
actual
least if
track.
I ever it comes back 10 years later,
Sure.
I
You
go,
got a
is
little
this
secret
still have-"
stash on an external or something?
And sometimes people like will request a song that I would never keep because it's a one-off.
yeah.
And I just search Dropbox in that one archive folder. It's somewhere in there. Might be a radio edit, maybe something that I just might need for that one client. So having it is better than completely trashing it. But I don't want to carry it, as a regular rotation piece. So it stays on Dropbox as an archive.
I will also mention this before we wrap the episode up. I just got back from Nashville. I was at the
Yeah.
Hacker Hotel with the Great Hackers guys, and they put on a great event. There was probably 40, 50 people there. Randy went out there as well because he's one of their curators. Spinelli, me, and Scooter, and then all the people that paid, and ADMC was there. Dynamics, Ragoza, like. They brought in some heavy hitters.
Yeah.
I mean, I was the least talented person by far on that stream. Luckily, I was the opener.
Yeah.
Sorry, somebody was knocking on the door. We do have a gear corner thing for the next episode, though. It just showed up 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Amazon delivery. Anyway, what was I saying? We were talking about the Hacker Hotel.
Yeah.
So shout out to those guys because they did show Crate Hackers 11, and they have a new duplicate cleaner, and it's AI based. So let's say you have 16 versions of Dancing Queen. It'll show you all of them and say, like, this is the most likely to need deleting because you haven't played it in 4 years.
Wow.
And it's not in any crates, and it's in no folder, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. And this one is 80%. You should probably delete. It doesn't just show you have 16 Dancing
Makes
Queens
sense.
and you got to just pick which one.
Yeah.
It literally tells you this is the most likely to delete.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So shout out Crate Hackers.
Shout out
it.
to DJ Event Planner.
Yeah, shout out DJ Event Planner as well. Nice segue.
Yeah. So
DJ
doing
Event
shout outs.
Planner is the sponsor of Beyond the DJ Booth podcast.
Yeah.
So shout out them if you are looking for a way to keep your leads and contacts and your shows and your planners organized. Check out djeventplanner.com.
And that's it, baby.
Put a bow on it. Thanks, y'all. Every Wednesday, we drop new episodes wherever you stream your podcast and on my YouTube channel. So check us out.
Later.